But if you just get a few of those guys to make it, to fill in, starting in 2020, it's got a chance to be the greatest decade in White Sox history and maybe the greatest decade in Chicago baseball history, and I'll tell you why. Because those guys up north, they're not going anywhere. They're going to be good for a while. And I don't like the Cubs, and it's going to be great to me. It's going to be a great thing for me to see our guys and Rick Renteria steering our ship and piloting our plane to get them where they want to go. And to see our guys come out there and kick some Cub ass, I'm telling you right now, because that's going to be a lot of fun. And I like Joe Namath. I guarantee it. It's going to happen.
The calendar. You got to win tonight. If you don't win tonight, you got to win tomorrow night and just avoid a sweep.
And with that starting pitching, the way it's going so far, with the top three at the top, they're not going to get swept.
Nick says worry about Quintana.
Well, I mean, he's always worried about Quintana. Cap's never
not as much as my man Cap is.
Silence.
Buick Regal's a nice car. Don't knock that.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Ricky's boys just don't want to quit. Daniel Palka has 6 ninth-inning home runs. White Sox roared back yesterday, and you got to tip your cap, man. This team, 14-6 their last 20. Here's my question for you. Think back to the 2014 Chicago Cubs.
Right.
Their second half.
The Renteria Cubs.
Correct. Their second half was when they turned the corner, and then they hit 2015 running and got rolling and won 97 games. Is this team at that point yet or no?
Cap, you look at the last 11 games, they got the best ERA in the American League for their starting pitching rotation, and that is the way that you answer that question, is that if they can get that rotation, Rodon, Kopech, Giolito, Lopez, and who's going to be your fifth starter? Maybe it's a veteran, maybe it's Dylan Cease. I don't know next year, but if they can be consistent, they're going to surprise some people.
Got to put a bullpen together. All right, it's now or never for Nick's favorite sport, NASCAR's Cup Series driver.
Tell you what, he can shut that running game down. And Bill Freehan was just a marvelous catcher. Boy, you move around that box a little bit, he picked up everything. Everything you tried to do, he would pick up. And that's right back underneath us.
So wait, do you catch those if they come up here, or do I have to protect you?
You better protect yourself. As long as you can have them, as long as you're not trying to throw out somebody.
That's true. That's true. I'll drop it for sure then. Old Carlton Fisk trick taught me well.
That's how to play left side.
I used to always tell Coop that. Don Cooper would be like, "Can't throw anybody out." I'm like, "Coop, man, they're not giving me a chance. That's why I keep dropping the ball. The guy's already there. So if you just don't throw it." They have 2 stats. They have one with the throw catcher percentage and one without. So every time Coop would come in and be like, "Hey, why didn't you throw it?" I'm like, "Oh, Coop, no chance. No point. I don't want to hurt my percentages."
So 2 out, and let's check out our picks to click. There you see Moncada, fans pick. Smith, the Cruz pick. AJ going with defense, which counts in our picks to click. He's going with Adam.
No, I said I wanted Anderson because he hit a homer. I changed mine, remember?
Too late. And, of course, J.J. Shearer, George Jacobs, David Novak, and I. We're going to go with Yolmer Sanchez.
So, wait, how come it's 11-0-0-0? So I could have picked – so James Shields could go out and throw a perfect game today, and if I picked him, I would have lost.
We used to be able to pick pitchers, and then we stopped because the pitchers were only going 5 and 6 innings. Out in front of that breaking ball, and the count 1-2.
They just had they're showing your career highlights on the scoreboard. Nice, beautiful scoreboard. So the batting glove, they just showed you were credited with it. There's no way that you were the first person to ever wear glove hitting.
I don't know. They say it was. That was by necessity is the mother of invention. Just gets a piece of that. I was playing with Kansas City, and we were playing the Yankees. And they were scheduled to pitch a right-hander, and I was platooning. I was a kid. Right-hander named Jim Coates. So I get to the ballpark after playing 27 holes of golf that day because I was making $6,000 a year, which was the minimum. And when I wasn't going to play, I'd go to the golf course, and Ted Bovesteel and I would play Gino Cimoli and Sammy Esposito. He did not go.
I disagree. Teddy Barrett at first. Come on, he's got to go.
So I played 27 holes of golf that day. I go to the ballpark. So the Yankees will switch. They're going to now pitch Whitey Ford. And I had a blister from playing 27 holes on my ring finger, but I remembered I had my golf glove up in my jeans at my locker. So I went up there, and the game started. And I come to the plate bottom of the first inning with this flaming red golf glove on.
So it was red. It wasn't even white.
It was flaming red. And I'm telling you, Yankees were all over me, calling me names. And I mean, they were, don't you know why they hung me a curveball? And I hit it right over that 421 sign. So the next time I come to the plate, he just got a piece of that one. They were still on him, but not quite as bad. And Pete Mickelson came on later in the game, about the 7th inning. Then I hit one over that 423 sign out there in Kansas City. So the next day, all the Yankees came out on the field, and they all had flaming red golf gloves on. Mickey Mantle had at the club. He go buy a couple of dozen flaming red golf, and that's how he got started. Watch out. Toss it down.
That's right.
AJ, may have saved me. But I was ready.
Yeah, but I saw you catch my first pitch. I knew you weren't going to catch that.
He reached up barehanded and snapped it. What's this?
Watch Hawk duck for cover right here.
No, Hawk's trying to catch it too. You took it right away from him.
That's right. Hey, it's your day. I didn't want to ruin it by having you get hit by a ball. If you would have clanked it, you would have never heard the end of it.
If I had, you might have heard the end of it.
For the guys already.
Let me tell you something. That guy, you're talking about exclusive clubs. How about Reinsdorf? He's a member with only 3 members in it. Baseball history. And 2 of them are no longer with us. And you know what that club is?
I do not.
That's booted. So bases loaded with 2 out. I'll tell you what the members are. They're owners who have brought 7 world championships to their city. And Jerry's not done yet.
He is not. Does Michael Jordan get some credit for 6 of them?
Let me tell you what. I told Jerry one day, you know, we were talking about trades, and I said, Jerry, I've never seen a player who couldn't be traded. He looks at me, he says, puts up the 1, the 1 finger. He says, 1. I said, what are you talking about? He said, Michael. I said, you're right. He's the only player I've ever seen that couldn't be traded. You would want to get rid of Michael Jordan. Boy, he rejuvenated the NBA for years. You know, he's the only guy I've ever heard of. He played every game he played in the NBA was a Sun. Home and road.
He's the only player I ever watched. I would watch play. Like on TV. Like there'd be a game on, I'd be like, all right, Bulls are playing, I'll watch.
Well, I used to watch LeBron, but no more. I wish these guys would keep their nose out of politics and just play, because people didn't come to hear their opinions on politicians. That ball, Sanchez into left field, but we do a little damage. We put a 2 spot on the board, and then we'll go to the second, leading 2-0. 8th and 9th inning in close ball games when the other team had the best stuff they got out there.
Well, I would put Barry Bonds in that category.
I don't even talk about him.
Except
you like Barry Bonds.
The best hitter I've ever seen.
Well, I'm not saying he's the best player ever.
But I would put him in that category, except for nobody ever pitched to him in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
No.
He always walked because he was.
Well, you're crazy if you did. That's reading the scoreboard. There's indifference on that.
So Hector Santiago trying to close out this game. Remember when he threw a screwball and that was what got him on the radar? He doesn't throw it anymore.
Well, he threw that screwball to Miguel Cabrera, who bounced it through first and second for a game-winning hit. And as Cabrera was going down to first base, he looked over in their dugout. He said, I told you so. He was going to throw me that screwball. Yeah.
But he doesn't throw it in. But
no.
What was great about that, well, when I see Hector,